Hi guys, I'm going to show you how to do a 5-minute face. So I have no makeup on and I'm going to prime my face with my setting spray. I'm going to use my perfector sponge and spray it on the perfector sponge and just wipe it all over, especially my eyes and places where I'm going to put the product where I want it to stay. Let it cool, and then I'm going to start with my 3D foundation. This is a triple decker palette, and I'm going to start with a B squared brush. And first I'm going to color correct with a lip and cheek color we call Frenchie. It has an orange color to it, and it helps to correct like dark blues and darker colors, which I had melasma from my pregnancy. Then I'm going to go in with my darker highlight, which I am going to put on my lower jaw and then work up my cheeks. I'm going to leave the space under my eyes nice and open because that's where I'm going to put my brighter highlight. But then I'm going to move the darker highlight up to my forehead and just kind of place it all over. I think of this as like a BB cream. I'm just using a brush instead of my hands. And I'm going to pull a little bit down on my neck and I'm just kind of placing it all over, just slapping it on. This is my brighter highlight that I'm putting underneath my eye to make a wake up effect. It helps to lift the eye, the brighter color underneath and in the middle of your face helps to brighten and give you that 3D effect that because your skin is not just one color. So you want to make sure that you're brightening the center of your face and underneath your eye to draw attention that way. I'm then going to move to my brush called the BBF brush. It's light and feathered and it helps to blend as you go. And I'm going to start with my contour. I'm going to carve out my cheekbones. You want to go a little bit higher than you normally think. And I'm just going to make a more sculpted face rather than a flat face. As you can see, my cheekbones are starting to kind of slim down a little bit, or my cheeks. I'm then going to use my forehead, contour my forehead, and underneath my jaw to make my jawline pop. That also has a slimming effect. I'm then going to contour my nose. I flipped the brush over and kind of pinched the end to give a little bit more of a narrow brush. And I have a real flat bridge, so contouring my nose helps to define that bridge and make it pop a little bit more. This is a little bit detailed, but it's real easy to do once you figure out what works for your face. And then going to use my brighter highlight and go down the center of my nose, again, to make the nose pop. Then we are going to blend. So I picked up the big fluffy side of my blush and bronzer brush, and I'm just softening the contour lines. When you blend, you don't want to blend them away. You want to keep the contour lines there, just blend them so they look seamless. The next step is I'm going to use Frenchie actually, and I'm going to put that on my cheeks. And it's the same thing I used for my color corrector. And I'm just going to blend that out. And I'm actually going to clean up that contour line I just put a little bit of the brighter highlight on the lower jaw just to kind of brighten that up, and then a little bit more on my under eye. Then I love the lip conditioners. The lip conditioner has milk in it, which is a chemical exfoliant, which helps to condition the lips over time. And then I use the same thing for my cheeks. That was Frenchie on the lips. It's like this pretty orange coral color. And I'm combining it with a color called Ruby I just picked up, which is one of my favorite pinks. It's a glossy, Ruby's very glossy, Frenchie's a little bit more matte, so combining the two, you have this like silk finish. I'm then going to do my eyes. So I'm going to start with a real basic color called Stay Golden. It's a really, really good kind of all over color. I'm doing a full wash. It has a very warm finish to it. I have hooded eyes, so I'll go all the way up to the brow. And then I'm going to blend in the crease a darker color called Bird. And I'm just going to give that dimension. So by putting a darker color in the crease, it gives your eyes some depth and dimension, making them look bigger. And I have such hooded eyes, I put the Bird above the crease. The last step in our mascara step process is the illuminator. This gives you this glow from within look. I used a glossy one that was Angel, and I actually mixed it with Starlit. Then for the last step of a face is I use primer for my lashes. This is from Target and it's a L'Oreal primer. And then I've been loving this mascara. I actually can't remember the name of it for this voiceover, which is funny. But if you're one of my customers, I'll let you know what it is or just message me. Okay, the last step is to set it. It's the same thing I did to prime. I sprayed the setting spray on the big fluffy perfector, pat it all in, and your makeup won't move. Thanks, guys.